But yeah, part two, transparency post. I have to say that when I was being very disciplined and when I was actually following my routine to the T, everything was more at my fingertips. Like the gym was 5 minutes away, my job was 5 minutes away, I worked at night. It took me a minute to develop said routine that I did develop. So I would go to the gym, I would wake up, very first thing I did was go to the gym, come back from the gym, have breakfast, take Boots for a walk, and those walks would be like an hour long. And then when I get back, journal, do some spiritual work, and then I'd have some time between like then and actually having to go to work, because I usually worked at like 3 or 4. But yeah, that used to be the routine. And even when we moved here earlier, it was still the routine. It did become a bit harder for me to wake up on time, but like we drove here and it was over like a week, you know, like that definitely did have a factor to play. And then I started working at the gym. When I started working at the gym, I would have to literally be at the gym for like 3 a.m. Mind you, I was always late to work, but that's besides the point, guys. That's besides the point. And then I stopped working at the gym, and now I work where I work, and it's at 10 a.m. I have to be there for 9:45. Not to say that I don't have the time before I get to work to go to the gym. I don't know how I feel about that per se, because like now I'm sweaty and I'm not showering over there because gross, and then having to go to work, like but I say this to say that it was definitely easier to follow my routine when things were much closer. Now that I have to drive about 30 minutes to work, give or take, on a bad day, 30 minutes to work, 30 minutes to the gym, it did become a bit more difficult. But not saying that it's impossible, because it's definitely possible. I know, because I've already done it. But I say this to say it's just harder getting back into the routine when you fall out of the routine. Not even holding myself, like not judging myself at all, because sometimes, you know, you definitely do need some grace. Like, give yourself some grace. You're gonna get there. I'm going to get there, you know. Like I'm not like mad. I'm kind of a little bit upset that I'm not doing it, but at the same time I think I'm only upset that I'm not doing it only because I know I've done it before. You know, like when you know you can do something and you know the potential that you can live up to, it's kind of like really sad and depressing when you're not doing what you know you can do. But yeah, I think that's the only reason why I feel that way. But I don't know, I just feel like I needed a part 2 to that video, you know. So